I'm Chris. That's Tyler. We got week 6 of college football. It's already flying. Does that feel crazy to you? It feels crazy to me. Ohio
Yes.
State has Minnesota this week after dismantling and putting away Washington last week. That's Tyler, my co-host. Tyler, this game is funny because it's not getting talked about at all. Like the game that I guess had the undivided attention of Ohio State fan base was Washington, because preseason Washington was viewed as what could be a pretty decent team, right?
Yeah. I think Washington is a decent team.
I think they're a really good team. We're going to talk about them a little bit later. I think they're a really good team. I just think they ran into the buzzsaw. I think they're likely between 17 and 25, and there's a big gap between 17, 25, between 25 and 1. Like, we've seen those teams in that lower half get blown out by the number one team in the country.
Yeah, it's also like a customary thing that when Ohio State beats somebody, they just are no longer good at all. Like there's just a constant goalpost moving. So it is what it is.
Well, that's honestly, it's funny because I think that happens because they don't have the same name power or staying dynasty power that we feel like maybe Nick Saban had. Because when Bama beat teams badly, it wasn't, oh, that team's bad. It's like, oh, look how great Nick Saban's program is. And I think that's what Ohio State is doing to teams by just dismantling them and suffocating them. It's kind of impressive, I think, to watch. Last week I thought was a huge win. Last week, it's funny, dude. We heard for several months how bad of a hire Matt Patricia is by certain Michigan accounts, and we have not heard a word about that at all since then.
We didn't believe that. We said it was a great hire from the moment it happened.
No, we didn't believe that at all, and we obviously, I kind of are the leaders, I guess, on the philosophy. I think, right?
NFL philosophy, baby.
We believe in it. If you can teach, if you're an NFL guy, we think it works, and we've honestly cited everything, all the data, all that. So don't want to get into that. But last week's win over Washington makes me think that this team is going to suffocate everybody. Minnesota, if you want to know the threat, I guess, is Drake Lindsey and Javon Tracy. That's the quarterback. He's thrown for 900 yards this year, but also a couple picks, not over 1,000 yet. And then they have the Javon Tracy kid, who's a receiver, who's not that bad. So that, I guess, is the need to know part about Minnesota. But in reality, this should be another belt to ass game. And I think I'm worried less about this game because of your theory. Ryan Day doesn't lose these games. So I'm not going to get worried about these games until he loses one.
No, I don't. I just they're just going to evaluate the tape of what Minnesota does well, try to mitigate that, and they're going to look at what they don't do well, and they're going to try to exploit it.
Yeah.
That's just all they're going to do. That's what they do every game, and then they figure what that is, what those two answers are, and they go and game plan it, and then they teach the players what that is, and then they go and execute, and that's just how it works, and it's beautiful.
Is there something you want to see from Ohio State's offense in particular this game? Because that's the unit that's kind of getting some.
I have something I want to see from both sides of the ball. From the defense, I would like to see them force a turnover or two. I want to see, a turnover or two for maybe a pick, a fumble, something where there's chaos and they just thrive and the quarterback makes a bad decision, they pick it off. And
okay, that's funny because I don't know where you feel about this, but I treat a turnover on downs as a turnover.
That's fine. That's fine. I think I'm more, I want to see an interception. I want to see a fumble, a strip sack, something along those lines where I want to see them take the only if we're gonna nitpick, the nitpick is go take the ball away.
Yeah,
go get the ball. I mean, that's the only thing that you can say. But I don't even feel it feels icky of me to even say that.
Yeah, it is weird because now we're talking about the absolute most perfect of perfect. I would like to see Arvo with the ball in his hands just because I just want to see what it looks like. Could you imagine Arvo Reese stiff arming Drake Lindsey?
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that for Drake Lindsey. That makes me feel bad.
They would hang that in Ted Ginn Senior Academy.
But what I want to see from the offense is I want to see Julian Sand make throws in the 10 to 20 yard windows.
Okay.
That intermediate passing is what I want to see next because I've seen him throw the ball down the field. I've seen him, do the check down thing, the screen passes. Mm-hmm. I want to see those NFL throws that we're used to seeing, that we're come accustomed to seeing in the Ryan Day offense.
Do you think that we're just not doing that right now because Julian can't do it? Or do you think it's more of a game flow kind of deal? They're not asking him to do it yet.
I don't think they're asking him to do that yet.
Why, don't you think?
They don't have to.
Okay.
What? Why would I do that when I don't have to? I can dominate games. I can win by 3 scores and play my B plus. No, not even B plus, B game, B minus offensive game.
I guess I was just curious.
I'm like they're beating teams by 3 scores, beating a good Washington team by 3 scores, without even getting to chapter 3 of their offensive playbook.
Chapter 3.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah.
What's the point? And it's just, I talked about it last week, and I feel pretty vindicated on it. It's became a big topic of conversation on social media about how the number of plays Ohio State's running has decreased every year.
I want to give you your flowers for being the first on that, by the way.
Appreciate that. They're running 60 plays a game. They're not going no huddle. They're huddling. They're running the clock down, and they're just doing what they need to do. Ryan Day has now evolution. It's blossomed into an NFL organization now. Mm-hmm. This is the way they play in the NFL.
What does Ron say? A program, or not? No, organization. You're right.
Yeah, it's an organization, and it's like, if they don't have to, they won't. And it doesn't. He doesn't care about style points. It just doesn't matter. And there's no reason to, one, put the ball in harm's way and ask Julian Saint to do something that he doesn't need to do yet. And two, these players are going to be healthier longer.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to feel better. They're going to recover faster. And they're just going to be fresher when it comes time to play the real games. When it comes down season. To. And it's just like, I have no issues with how it's going. I wanted to ask you, should we be stressed about the lack of explosiveness in the offense? And no, I just don't feel that way.
I think I'm not stressed about it because I know it's in there, right? I guess I'm one of the people that believes it's in there.
Do you want to see it one time, sometime in the next month, to know that it's there when they need it?
Like against a Big Ten opponent, you're saying?
Yeah, and then what they did against Grambling, but it doesn't count.
Okay, I guess I would like to see it. And if you're going to see it, like a game at night is a good game to see it. Yeah, you know what? I'm in. Every playoff game, every postseason.
You said, you know what? I'll play the game. I'll dance.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. Every playoff game, every postseason game, every game that is going to mean something other than the Michigan game for the remainder of the year is going to be at night. And I guess I want to see at night Julian Sand, little extra anxiety. Let's treat this like a playoff game. Let's go 4 wide and let's see what you got. You're 5-star, you're all everything. It's at night. I want to see you peak perform as a team at a night game. So yeah, I not only do I want to see the next one, I want to see it a Saturday. Okay. I want to see it Saturday. I'm in. And honestly, and I just also want to see it so everyone can shut the hell up and realize what we're watching is inevitable. Because right now, when people watch this Ohio State team, it's like, they're really good, but we don't know what their offense is going to be. No. I want people to turn on the TV and hate us because they fear us. And I think the last missing piece for that, is Julian Sand doing the damn thing and them opening this thing up.
Yeah, I think it's just funny though, because I just, I saw, and the reason why I'm asking is I saw a tweet today. It was like, Carnell Tate should be getting 10 targets a game. Okay, so if Jeremiah, if we're let's say we throw the ball 30, actually, we're gonna say 25 times. Well, Jeremiah is getting at least 10.
Yeah.
Okay, and Carnell is getting, and they want Carnell to get 10. At least 5 more. But yet we're gonna bitch about Brandon Ennis not getting any balls thrown to him. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's only one ball.
Only one football.
I don't understand. And they're only running 60 plays a game.
Yeah.
On purpose. So it's like, okay, you can't have it all. You just can't. And you don't need to have it all right now.
Mm-mm.
It's October 2nd. They don't play another meaningful game for another month. Almost to the day.
That's why I think you almost have to make this game a little bit more meaningful.
Well, if you want to, you can wait till next week when they travel to Champaign and play Illinois.
And honestly, I would rather put more on tape to make Illinois feel like they got to prepare for more.
I don't, we both agreed that nobody's scoring 20 points on this defense. I don't know any team in the country that's going to score 20 points on this defense.
Dude, so Zach's been going crazy in the film room. And one of the things that he posted today was incredible. I encourage everyone to go watch it. It was Arlo Reese lining up over a tackle like he's about to blitz, bluffs the blitz, and the tackle pushes to him, and then it just gives Caden Curry a free run at the quarterback. I was like, oh, good Lord.
When I saw Matt Patricia send a corner blitz the second play of the game against Grambling State, he doesn't care. It doesn't matter.
Mm-mm. Who sanctioned this fight?
Yeah. What? That's not okay, Matt.
No.
That's called bullying.
Yeah, Matthew.
You're not allowed to bully people in 2025, Matthew. I just, I think Ohio State, my message to Ohio State fans, and this wasn't supposed to be this way, but I'm going to go here anyways, is you just got to get your knowledge up and realize what you're watching. There's the days of Ohio State winning every game by 40. It's not that they can't do it. It's that they don't need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So quit stressing about it.
They don't need style points. They're the defending national champs.
What are we haven't lost? You only need style points when you lose.
I do think if this team loses, to your point, I think if they do lose a game, which I don't think they will, if they do lose a game, I expect style points right afterwards. To remind everybody, look, we still can do this, but I don't think they'll lose. It's a thing.
And if there's anything we know about Ryan Day, is the offense is going to be able to score. If Ryan Day wants to score 50 points, he'll go score 50 points. Yeah. He'll ask Julian Saint to put the ball in harm's way. He'll scheme open Jeremiah. The play design they had for the touchdown pass to Jeremiah Smith, that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And just to think, the vault has hundreds of those.
I guess people are worried that yes, the vault has hundreds of them, but the people are worried about maybe the offensive line maybe isn't good enough to hold up in a spread out passing attack, and maybe that could be the reason. Or they're worried about Julian Saint getting hit once, or having his confidence shaken, which I think those are easy things to look at. I do think that maybe there might be something with the offensive line, but they've held up pretty well with the help of the tight ends.
I don't know, bro. We watched our left guard fly out to left tackle and block NFL pass rushers and won a national title.
But that was last year's group. I don't know if this year's group is there yet. Is what I'm saying. But I do like this group a lot. I think this group to this point this year was better than the last year's group to this time.
Julian Saint has passed every single test that he's been asked to pass.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to play wise.
And I think each week Ryan Day is doing a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more because he doesn't have to. It's not about how good you are right now. It's about how good are we at the end of November, the last week of November, and in December and January. That's what this is about.
Yeah.
This is what this whole thing has become now. This expansion, I said this when it happened. The expanded playoff is the best thing that maybe has ever happened to Ryan Day. Because nobody's better at this shit than he is.
Nobody.
It's now given him the opportunity to make his team grow and get better and just add a little bit more responsibility, a little bit more to the playbook, a little bit more, and a little bit more. And it's just what we saw last year is something that I think we can expect to happen moving forward.
So let me pivot the question because we're both obviously really high on Ohio State. What team out there in the country do you view as a threat that might keep you a little anxious or keep you up at night? Is there one? Because for me, I think it's just Oregon.
Oregon's that's a good question.
Oregon keeps me up at night. Tennessee, I'm peering out of the side because they have offense, and I think that they have two NFL corners, and I think that means something.
I just don't think we're gonna have to face Tennessee, so I don't really want to.
Well, I'm just talking about in a postseason, who are the best teams?
I know. I'm saying I don't think Tennessee's gonna make it.
Really? Okay. Well, they got a gauntlet coming up, so I understand.
I want to say Oregon, and I'll say
Is it Bama?
I was thinking Bama, and I'm going to be honest with you, I might still say Texas too. I think Texas's defense is legit. Like, they're the second best defense in the country.
And they're going to be better if we get them again, right?
Yeah, and they're going to be better. So it's like, if you're asking me Oregon, I would say my final two answers would be Oregon and Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I did have a question that I wanted to ask you because I saw it on the timeline today, and DG asked it, and he's kind of getting, not that he's not accustomed to this, but if Ohio State and Oregon are both undefeated, does that take away from the Big Ten title game? Does it make it less important?
I think
because at that point, they're if Oregon and Ohio State are both undefeated, they are both going to get a bye. They're going to be ranked in the top 4, get a bye in the playoff. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
there's no way the loser of that game would not be still ranked in the top 4.
Yeah,
and get a bye.
That's fair.
Does it make it less than what it is?
When you say it, maybe, but I still like really want to beat Oregon for like the recruiting implications and for like to keep Dan Lanning at bay. I think keeping him at bay is really important.
Yeah. No, I think it's important. I definitely think that it is. We want to win. I mean, obviously, you want to win that game, and I think. I mean, what's left to do? I mean, there's only the two things left for Ryan Day to do is to beat Michigan and then win a national title while running the table.
Yeah, well, you want to win the Big Ten too. Like he hasn't done that in a little while.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have asked me 15 years ago, the order of our goals, because we only have 3, if you'd asked me the order of our goals, I would say beat Michigan, win the Big Ten title, win the national title. Because at 15 years ago, before the playoff, only 2 teams got a chance to play for the national title. So it was just like
in the BCS era, which was weird that we even saw a 2-loss team win that ever.
Yeah, and then when the playoff era began and it was 4, it was like it was still the same order, but the national title got a little closer to the Big Ten title. And now, if you ask me, it is beat Michigan, win the national title, and then way down here is when they're just not that important. They're not that they're not important. They're just not as important.
It just naturally matters less because to reach the ultimate goal, you don't need all those things.
Correct.
Right. It's like if to get to work, I used to have my car every day, and now all of a sudden work is on the other side of a train. It's like, oh, I could just take the train to get to work. Would I rather just have a car, be able to drive to go to work? Yeah, absolutely. But I can get there on the train. That's essentially what the 12-team playoff has done.
Correct. No, I think it's an interesting question. I do wonder if coaches will manage that game differently, knowing what the implications are.
Mm-hmm. You would hate for someone to get hurt in a game like that.
Correct. So it's interesting to see how this transitions to it. I do think not, knowing that we're going to go to 16, I think the automatic qualifier thing would be kind of electric.
Yeah.
Kind of awesome. The 1 and 2 seeds of your conference don't have to play.
Mm-hmm.
So they essentially earn that bye. And then the 3 versus the 6 and the 4 versus 5, I think that'd be very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think, needless to say, we got to get there first. We got to do the damn thing. There's a long way to go. It's still football where anything can happen. But I haven't felt this good about an Ohio State team in a very long time. Very, very long time.
This feels like a great one, dude.
I feel like this team is like the 2006 team. I didn't think anybody could fuck with the 2016.
I thought they were the greatest team ever. I thought they could beat NFL teams, but I was a child then. So they were invincible to me. 2019
was awesome. But there was a lot of question marks about 2019 because we didn't know what Justin Fields really was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
There was questions about the offense and blah 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 blah, and it turned out to be really fun and awesome. I don't think we still feel like they could get got. Not Not that they, whatever. But
and also like that year, like there was a Joe Burrow in 19.
Correct. There was another team you're like, oh my god.
I mean, there was a Joe Burrow. I believe that was the Jalen Hurts
Burrow.
year. There was Jalen Hurts out there. There's Trevor Lawrence. Like there were some like real big sharks in the water. This one, I feel like we're the orca whale. Like I don't see any big sharks anywhere else other than like that one shark that has the one cool trick out west in Oregon. Like everyone else, like I feel like every dragon, I feel like we can slay. Like we are the dragon.
Yeah.
In 19, honestly, the quality of college football in 19, that was like peak of powers. We're gonna stack so much talent in these 4 or 5 schools. Let's see what happens. Like that's what that year was.
Yeah. No doubt. I think Ohio State covers the 23.5. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. This team struggled with Rutgers last week, and I think it's up and it's stuck. We're going belt to ass. And can I say something without you criticizing me?
Sure.
I kind of like the new PJ Fleck, man.
What is the new PJ Fleck?
He got rid of the tie, started going black suit with a silk undershirt, a little unbuttoned. He got up on the mic. He was like, honestly, like, kudos to Washington for scoring 6 points, bringing up the Ohio State defensive points per game average to 5.5. I was like, I kind of like that. No more of that, like, I believe we could score on anybody bullshit.
Is he wearing a shirt and tie on game day still?
I don't know, but this is the first time I saw him in a press conference looking like he just had a drink, and I like that. Instead of sound like instead of, you know what he used to sound like at press conferences? Like he was about to sell me a car that breaks down next Tuesday. And I didn't like that.
I'm not going to make fun of you because I just don't give a shit about PJ Fleck.
That also is important. So let's talk about things we give a shit about.
Vandy and Bama. I care about this because I'm so fascinated about this game.
Dude, this is so funny, bro. Because isn't Diego Pavia?
If you would have asked me 18 months ago if I would have given a shit about Vandy versus Bama, I'd have told you absolutely the fuck not. But now I am locked in.
We care.
I care. And not because I care about the SEC and there's, how it plays out. This is cinema.
Yeah.
Because I think Bama might hate Diego Pavia more than they hate Auburn.
Oh, right now it feels like it. Because Auburn, all they do is shut the hell up and yell huge freeze outside. Like Diego Pavia, every chance he gets to talk to a microphone, you know what he wants to remind people? I beat y'all last year.
Yeah, I beat you.
I beat y'all last year. That's all he wants to remind people. I beat y'all last year.
So Bama's a 10.5 point favorite at home.
Mm-hmm.
Coming off of a big win at Georgia. Vandy's ranked. They're undefeated. They're beating the shit out of some teams. Is there a chance that Vandy comes in and does it again?
I don't think so, but I also before the year, I said that like the fact that Thomas Castellanos is being so loud about this game makes me feel like they're about to go belt to ass on them. And then they backed it up. Florida State went in that game actually believing they can beat Bama. Now we have a team in Diego Pavia that believes they can beat Bama. And this Bama team, this Bama defense is not as vaunted as we thought it was. So I wouldn't pick Vandy to win, but I'm if I watch the game Saturday and they do it, no, I'm gonna be shocked if they do it, but I'm gonna be like upset with myself for how shocked I'm gonna be. There's no way lightning strikes twice, right? And there's no way lightning strikes 3 times. This would be lightning striking 3 times, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean Vandy,
Florida State, Vandy. Like that is a crazy stretch for those. Like you don't lose those. You're Bama.
Do you think they're gonna be hungover from the Georgia game?
I had not thought about that, but that is absolutely a possibility. But doesn't Diego Pavia saying,
I don't think they're going to be hungover. I think they had this game circled from the beginning of the year.
Some wrongs to right, I guess?
100%.
And Diego Pavia, do you hear what he came out and said?
No, he probably said something real stupid.
He came out and said, if we play our game, it won't be close. And then Vandy let everybody know that Johnny Manziel was going to be on the sideline with Diego Pavia this game, and he's been mentoring him. And then I went back to, well, Johnny Manziel only did it once. Johnny Manziel beat them year 1 and then did not beat them year 2.
There is absolutely no fucking chance that Vanderbilt pulls this game off. I don't care. I believe that hatred can motivate you.
Yeah.
And I think Diego Pavia actually has the CTE that you think Haynes King has. Because, like, you're not Diego Pavia is not just poking the bear.
Mm-mm.
He's kicking it. He's throwing water on it, kicking dirt at it, like taking its food.
Banging pans above its head.
You know, I want to be honest with you. I was going to pick Vanderbilt to cover and lose. I think Bama beats them by 3 touchdowns.
Wow.
I think Bama. I think they're going to be so mad. I think you're going to see the peak version of the Kalen DeBoer Alabama on Saturday.
Peak of powers.
This will be the best game that they play all year long.
I mean, they played a really good game against Georgia.
No. This will be the best game they play the rest of the season. It won't get better. It will not get better for Alabama than it will this Saturday.
Oh, and then Vandy gets blasted back into irrelevance, right?
I don't know, because I think they're actually like a decent football team.
They are. It is funny that this game is being like propped up to be a game.
But
also,
like,
we know about Vandy.
I just think that kid has ran his mouth one too many times.
And
it's different. And it's different from Thomas Castellanos because like Vanderbilt, Bama's probably like, I don't even know who this dude even is.
Yeah.
Where did he play? Boston College?
He's a BC.
They know exactly who this Diego Pavia motherfucker is. And
they've had it circled for a minute.
Forever. For since the moment the schedule came out, they've had this game circled.
Because I mean,
this game probably meant more. This game probably means more to them than the Georgia game did.
I mean, Bama made him famous last year. Did you know who Diego Pavia was before the Bama game last year?
No.
That made him famous.
And Buddy made a lot of money on it too.
No, he did. He gained like 200,000 followers on Instagram, like right after the game. Which I didn't know there was that many Vandy fans.
Are you picking Vandy or are you picking Bama?
I got Bama, dude. I got Bama belt to ass. BTA skis.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get real humbling.
It's gonna get real bad. Miami, Florida State. Who you got in how?
Oh wait, I want to say this: over under 2.5 personal fouls against Bama against Vanderbilt.
Oh, over.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
The
daunting.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. The entire defense.
But the real big game of the weekend, the real big one,
huge game,
is Miami, Florida State.
And Florida State did the James Franklin thing where they fucked up the week before.
Do you blame Florida State or do you blame the ACC for scheduling them to go on the road on a Friday night to Virginia the week before they play at Miami?
I'll say this: the ACC
and Miami also coming off a bye.
The ACC schedule makers have no feel.
100%.
They have no feel. Terrible.
Miami's coming off. Miami gets a bye, and I got to go travel to where I don't even know where Virginia is.
Yeah,
like this university. I don't even know where Virginia is.
I don't know.
I got to go there on Friday night. You know what kind of weird?
Charlottesville, Virginia.
Charlottesville, Virginia. You know what kind of weird shit happens on Friday night in college football?
The upsets.
Yeah, why would you do that?
In the ACC schedule makers' defense, they probably thought that they would be ass again.
It's still one of your biggest brands.
Yeah, they only won 2 games last year.
I don't care. It's the third biggest brand in the conference.
You're right. You're right.
Don't do that.
They have no feel.
Miami minus 3.5 of Florida State. I'm taking Miami to win by like 17. I hate this. I hate that I'm doing this.
Miami's going to win by how much?
17.
Good God almighty. No shot. That's going to be a close game. I got Miami winning by a touchdown.
I mean, I still take if they win by a touchdown, then I still get the cover.
Yeah, you
but
still get it.
like I hate that I'm doing this because I don't like Miami at all.
I think
in
they're back.
my order, my pecking order of teams that I dislike the most: Michigan, Notre Dame, Miami, Clemson. But like they have NFL linemen on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Like Florida State's going to have to throw the ball to win, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I think Miami's like, I guess I mentioned the scary teams before. I think Miami's got a real shot to do some real damage down there. I think they're a really good damn football team, man.
If you fully believed in Mario Cristobal, you would say Miami's a threat to Ohio State.
100%. I just don't think he is going to be. I think he's going to get in the way in a big game. I think he'll get outcoached. But with Ruben Bain, with Malachi Toney, with Mark Fletcher, with Carson Beck, like they have NFL players all over that team. And I said at the beginning of the year, when you look up and down the roster, you see a bunch of kids that Miami beat Ohio State for.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to win this game. This is and they're going to have
an Ohio State Miami national title in Miami would.
We'd have to go, dude.
My dad already has a hotel room in Miami booked, by the way.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sleeping on the floor then.
Yeah. That game, the chance to send Miami back to hell again would be just
electric. Chef's kiss.
Just
dude, back-to-back years, Tyler McCormick's hate list. You get Notre Dame, then you get Miami. Oh, you get the Catholic.
You know what's funny, too, is I don't hate Notre Dame, like the program. I hate their fans.
That's fair. That's how I feel about Miami. I don't hate Miami, the program. I hate the fans.
No, I hate it all about Miami. I hate all of it.
Ugly ass color.
The colors, the fact that they the fans don't actually care. Get your field on campus.
Yeah.
Like be a real college program.
Do you remember when I used to do spaces back in the day?
Yeah, you get in there and spaces are not for me, dog. That shit is way too wild.
Well, the one day I bought Miami tickets because I found them for $10, and I was giving them away to any Miami fan that lived in the area to go to a Miami game because none of them live in Miami. They got so mad. They were really upset. But no, we both got Miami. The Big Ten deep cut game, Washington, Maryland, Washington traveling this is the travel game. This is the team that had to travel the furthest.
I mean, literally as far as you can get.
Yeah, as far as you can get.
I guess you could say that USC to Rutgers might be further. No, this is probably be pretty close.
They have to look up mileage.
But yeah, I think Washington's definitely a better team than Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Maryland definitely can score some points. I don't know. It's Washington's a 6.5 point favorite. I'm going to take Maryland to cover.
I'm rooting for Washington for the Ohio State thing, but I think Maryland's going to cover or win. I'm undecided. I think I might pick Maryland to win just because of the travel thing. Like that's an egregious amount of travel. And Washington, here we go. They just had to play and get beat up physically by Ohio State. I think that does play a factor. Remember, Georgia Tech beat up Clemson physically, and then Clemson the next week lost to Syracuse bad. And I think that this could be that. So I'm actually picking Maryland to win the game, even though I think Washington's likely a better football team. Malik Washington, Dejon Williams, and the Knotts kid, I think, can all play. And I just think that paired up with the travel, I like Malik Washington a lot. The 5-star, I think he was a 5-star, the freshman quarterback that Mike Loxley landed. So I'm going Maryland to win the game. Just honest, and I'm crediting Ohio State I'm crediting like playing Ohio State being worth at least 3 points.
Yeah, I have Washington winning by 3.
Okay, that's fair.
So Maryland to cover, Washington to win. I just think like at some point, Washington's quarterback's going to make a couple plays. They're going to wake up and make a couple plays and it's like, oh, well, yeah, that's it. That works.
Yeah. So
it's just one of those. It's an interesting game. I don't think it has any implications in the Big Ten whatsoever. So, but it should be. I bet you it's a fun game. I'll be definitely interested in watching the highlights of that game.
100%. And then the last game of the day, Texas at Florida.
I don't know what to make of this game because I think Florida's defense is like good.
They're salty.
And Texas's offense, I want to say this is where Texas like really like hits their stride and they like Arch looks like he was supposed to look. But I also think Texas covers because Florida's offense is so bad.
Yeah.
But it's not like they dominate the game. Like it's not like they're running away with it and they win by, 3 touchdowns. I think it's like Texas 20, Florida 7.
This game being at Florida and at night, I think makes it intriguing because I know they're down, but the Swamp is going to get up for Texas.
Sure. Again, it's just I
think this could be like a 7-10 game.
How is it could? How is Florida going to score?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they will.
But I think Texas is going to be able to score. I think Texas will score 20 points.
Okay.
So that's why I would pick them to cover. But I think it's going to feel ugly. I don't think it's going to look right. It's not going to feel right. It's going to feel like, bleh.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all you got. And so, that's what I say. Texas 20, Florida 7. So I'm looking forward to it. It's an okay week of college football.
Just okay.
Yeah, very much okay. Next week is a good one.
But next week is electric, I think.
Not as electric as this past one, but close. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to putting my children to bed and watching the Ohio State game uninterrupted.
Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be really nice.
So it'll be good. I'm 14 and 9 on my college football picks so far.
Okay,
so
you're doing a job.
You're doing all right, and I'm picking the spread. I'm not picking straight up, and I'm picking the big games too.
Mm-hmm.
I think I only picked a few non-big games. So
it's
good. We'll be back on for the college football recap.
Yeah, our Sunday show, which you guys pull up for, so that's awesome.
Yeah, we do appreciate that. That's awesome.
Like, I honestly am so ecstatic when people pull up for that because that's my favorite show of the week to do. And I think that's Tyler's too, and we just have a good time. So
yeah,
maybe near the end of the year we might do one live if things work out. But for now, like, keep pulling up, keep liking, keep telling friends, and we'll be here. I'm Chris. That's Tyler.
Peace.